Shalom. Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. All praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem and in the name of Yahushai be the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And I wanted to give my 2 cents on this video that the Elder Manatazakba, and forgive me, brother. I know I met you. I'm sorry, I forgot the other brother's name, but they were doing a lesson together and going into this dude. And this is a problem with Jake. They think money equals righteousness. And having that mindset, you separate yourself from the things that are the Lord, man. There's several tenets that prove that money doesn't equal righteousness. Yahweh Shai spoke on a bunch of them. Even Yahweh Shai's life, it said, willing rather to suffer, right? Talking about Moses, willing rather to suffer with his brethren, right? Moses separated from Pharaoh. Even Yahweh Shai, man. He was made like unto his brother, man. He had to go through everything we went through, poverty. Said he didn't even have somewhere to lay his head. Right, but I'm gonna play this, Lord will this be edifying.
I see them building hospitals. I see them dudes getting money. I mean, they run the economic empire of the globe. If I have to decide who's God's chosen people and who's really getting blessed by the Most High, I'm choosing those white things because they getting the blessing.
You see, if he got to choose who's getting, he's choosing the white niggas because they got the blessings, right? They got economic wealth. Well, when you go into the scriptures, I know I spelled that wrong. This is Sirach 29 and 21. It says, the chief thing for life is water and bread, clothing, and a house to cover shame. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than delicate fares in another man's house. And this is how this dude thinks. He thinks, okay, well, they got the money. We should listen to them. We should do what they say. He's willing to live a life of a beggar and just take the crumbs that these devils offer rather than choosing the Heavenly Father and suffering the poverty in the meantime, man. There's another one I actually wanted. It says, this is yeah, here it is. Sirach 29 and Sirach 39 and 26. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water and iron and salt and flour. It says flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. Right? So he looks at those things as being a sign of oh, the Lord's got to be dealing with these dudes because they got it all. You think about them small hats, man. They don't want for nothing. You don't see their faces at the forefront of any, financial strain. Right? And then when they do put them up there, these niggas is in great case. And they're trying to paint themselves as being this victimized people, and they not. Because they're not the real people. The true people of the Lord, they're victimized, man. It says, verse 27, it says, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. And Esau has all those things, but look at what he does with it. Like he said, these dudes own the financial system, so he thinks that they're blessed But at the same time of them owning the financial system, all the wealth is hoarded up by 1% of the world, while the 99% of us split 1%. That is not an equitable society at all. I mean, the food organizations, the adult industries creation, all managed and conquered and pushed forth in the world by the small hatters who have all the money. The scriptures talk about these are the wicked. And this is this dude right here. I'm gonna start off with this. Psalms 37, 73 and 1. It says, truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. See, the wicked are walking in great prosperity, man. This is the world giving unto it, man. Like the scriptures say, when Esau saw the covetous, he was consented with them. If you do evil in this world, you're gonna prosper in this world. But with the Lord, man, your days are numbered, and your fall is predetermined. Let me get this. So reading on, I'm going to jump down. It says, verse 4, it says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So Jake, see that, and he thinks these niggas are the bee's knees. This is who you should listen to, who should determine what's truth for you. And in his eyes, if you got money, it determines who the Lord is with. It says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, and violence covereth them as a garment. And you see that in the small hat community. You see that in the small hat community. Ruffles. At the dog park with the dogs. Ruffles. 1 second, man. He was ducking behind a tree, man. I couldn't find the boy. But yeah, pride compasses them as a chain, and you see that in these small hatters, man. You'll blow up an entire people, tell them you got to get out, and section by section as they're going out, you bombing them indiscriminately. That's these devils, but how can they be the righteous people? Because they got money. Money doesn't equal righteousness, man. Right? This is verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. That's what he said. They got all the money. Right? They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And that's what these small hatters do. So how are they the people? I'm going to jump down to verse 11. It says, and they say, how doth the Most High know? And is there any knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly, right? Which prosper in the world, they increase in riches, right? For you to have riches in this world, you had to actually bow down to Satan, man. For you to have that type of bread like that, to have that type of safety and acclaim, you had to bow down to Satan, because when the Lord was here, he was presented with the same thing. Right? This is Yeah, this is Luke 4. And 5, it says, and the devil taking him up into a high mountain showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time, right? In a moment of time. He showed him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. So he even got to see this present rulership right now. Yahweh Shai got to see and was shown that by the spiritual demon Satan, man. Right? And what did he say to him? It says, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee in the glory of them. For that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine. Right? So for you to get bread like that and have that type of riches in this world, you got to worship Satan. That's how it was written. So how the hell does that mean that equate to righteousness? It doesn't. It doesn't. It just doesn't. But for a carnal mind, right? Right? This is Romans 8 and 6. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And what is the spirit? John 6 and 63, it tells you the words of the Lord, their spirit and their life, their truth. Right? So to be spiritually minded, to have a mind that always equates life to what's written in the scriptures, that's life, right? And peace. Because the carnal mind, and that's what that dude had, man, a carnal mind, he thinks that having some temporary riches equals righteousness. Solomon even covered that temporary riches. He sat there and told you straight up, if you're going to have riches in this world, you don't know who's going to put those things on when you go. So it's vain. It's here today, gone the next. Yeah, it sounds great. It feels good to have some bread in your pocket, man. But to be on this side and get all that, you've received your consolation. It says, because to be carnally minded is enmity, meaning a great hatred against the Most High. But to be, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. And this dude, he can't get the truth. Many people in this world think the same way, and that's exactly why they can't come to this knowledge, man. Because to have a mind like that, you're not going to be subject to the law of the Lord, man. Right? You can't be. It says, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High, and they have no actual ties to the Lord when you have a carnal mind like that. You're completely through, and that's Jake. That's Jake, man. Even Yahweh Shai, when he was telling the disciples, they said, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter in the kingdom of heaven. Right? That's what he said. And his disciples are like, man, if this be so, who can be saved? He said, it's impossible with man, but with the Most High, it is possible. Right? So having a mindset of the money is the end all be all, and that equates to righteousness, that's not proper. That's not on course. The Lord said what? He is honored. Yeah, here it is. Sirach 3 and 20. And it says, for the power of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Right? You and them small hatters, when you see them And these venues, are they honoring the Heavenly Father? No, they're not. They're not pushing forth anything that deals with these scriptures at all, man. They do the things of the Talmud. They're not the people of the Lord, and they're not praising the people of the Lord. They've been given Esau's blessing, which was, like it says in Genesis, is that 27? And 27 and 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. That's why these devils are living at large, man. They've been given that by the Lord for a time. Lord promised that to the end of time. But right now, we got to go through the straight gate. We got to suffer poverty. We got to see these things. We got to deal with it. Because we fucked up. Right? Your life was a series of F-ups, even if you came into this truth. Your life was a series of offenses against the Heavenly Father. So now that you're here, you don't have the fucking right to sit here and be like, oh, if you ain't got money, I ain't listening to you. That's a respect of persons. That's just a respect of persons. That's all it is. And this is why niggas ain't right, man. You supposed to honor the poor and the rich if righteousness and truth is coming out of them. But then in their eyes, man, like the scriptures say, the poor man's wisdom is contemned. But these people don't know what to do. They don't know who to follow. They follow money, because that's their God, and it's about to fail. Shalom.